what are you seeing in Cincinnati in terms of democracy and how you guys are trying to address it?
I love what you said about, obviously it's important for folks to focus on the federal campaigns, president, Senate, Congress. But what I love about our role is that it really is the purest form of democracy.
Yeah.
When you're mayor, there's no spinning or obfuscating, right? If there's a snowstorm, they don't want to have a hearing about it or give a speech about it.
How'd you know snow's my favorite subject?
And potholes are my favorite subject. So, but they don't care what your feelings on abortion is if you're not plowing the damn snow and picking up the trash.
Absolutely.
And when you're mayor, there's no blaming other people.
And you can't escape the problem.
Right. That's right. There's leadership.
Yes.
There is taking clear positions on hard issues and leading. You are the moral voice of your city. And so when I think about democracy in our little corner of the state, I feel really inspired and optimistic about it, because despite the insanity going on at the national level, Cincinnati is able to work together, is able to work with the corporate community, the philanthropic community, the activist community. The only reason Cincinnati is able to get anything done, anything big, universal pre-K, developing our riverfront with the banks, passing a massive transit levy to take a page out of your book and do bus rapid transit and really improve our public transit. It required public-private partnerships, and that isn't a democracy. That is the essence of what we do. The Cincinnati city motto is Juncta Juvant, which in Latin means strength and unity. And if that's not a bumper sticker for democracy, and specifically for what makes Cincinnati special, I don't know what is. So even though I have real concerns about democracy at the federal level, cities are little democratic laboratories. And if our cities, like Cleveland and Cincinnati and the rest of our Ohio cities, continue to lean into innovation, continue to allow for new ideas to push the envelope, then the country and our state will be just fine.
And I want to just build on this point. The future of our state depends on the ability of us as big city mayors in the state to get stuff done. We are responsible for over 80% of the GDP in this state. 80%. We send more money to Columbus than we probably have to or should. But it's so important.
Ginther is just rich, man.
I know, tell me about it.
So much money.
But it is so important for us to think about how we elevate the role of what we're doing as mayors across the state to make sure that this state can achieve its long-term potential and promise as well.
But on that economic subject, so we were elected mayor after the pandemic.
Yeah.
Well, after the worst of the pandemic, and with interest rates where they are, with insurance rates where they are, it's really hard for us to get anything out of the ground right now in Cincinnati. How's your economic growth looking like in Cleveland?
Well, I would say this, and you probably would agree with the same sentiment. The American Rescue Plan investments were a lifeline for Cleveland and our economy. And, thank God we have a president in Joe Biden and a vice president, Kamala Harris, who believes in the importance of investing in cities, by the way. And, the ARPA funds have been really that down payment, I believe, that will set Cleveland up for the next 100 years. Yeah. We're taking $50 million of ARPA money, something no other city has done across the country. We want to raise another $50 million to take 1,000 acres of vacant land that we see, predominantly in the east side of Cleveland, and make that vacant land greenfield sites for the next jobs for the 21st century.
Love that.
That is so important. We're also taking $15 million of that investment and really trying to jumpstart the economic recovery of Cleveland's southeast side, because while you saw the cranes downtown for Sherwin-Williams, it's our vision and goal to see cranes in Lee Harvard and Buckeye and all across Mount Pleasant and the southeast side of Cleveland as well too. Like,